Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, it was August 11th when this government said they were going to file a stay in the Cowichan case. It was October 29th when they repeated that claim that they were going to file a stay. So here we are now, 4 months have gone by since the Cowichan case, and there's been no action. A stay has not been filed. The Premier has been caught, quite frankly, with his pants down, telling the public one thing but not following through with it. So now, after 4 months, I have a simple question for the Premier. Why did this Premier tell British Columbians that he was going to be filing a stay in this court case when nothing has actually been filed?
Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have been hard at work since the decision came out. Not only did we very quickly announce the stay application that we'd be pursuing along with the appeal, we've been meeting on the ground with affected landowners and collecting their stories, which is part of the work that will feed into our stay application. It's our #1 priority, Mr. Speaker. There is no deadline for a stay application, so I think just in terms of the importance that we place on this, we're going to be focused on the work we need to do to file that application, work with all parties involved, and stand up for the private property owners that we are engaging with right now.
Member supplemental.
Thank you. I find it interesting that the member opposite says they're working with the private property owners to put in a stay application. Here's a novel idea. 6 years ago when this case came forward, why didn't you engage the private property owners then? Yeah, exactly. Private property owners have been left in the cold until suddenly a decision was made in August after 6 years. Now they've made a decision they want to work with private property owners. I think it's good that they do, but here's an idea for you. Here's an idea for this government. Why doesn't this government actually ask to reopen this case and allow private property owners to go forward and put their case forward to protect their own rights, because clearly this government is not doing the job protecting private property rights. Yeah.
Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We made strong arguments at the trial level to protect private property rights, to stand up for our Land Titles Act, to make sure that those interests were protected. We were also one of the parties that went before the judge to make an application to say that we thought that the private property owners should be notified about what was happening at that time. We were the ones that brought that forward, and we heard the court said that at that stage that they didn't foresee any impacts to the private property owners, and that's why notification wasn't there. And they clearly got that wrong, Mr. Speaker, and that is why we announced an appeal and a stay, that we would be pursuing the evidence pursuing the evidence to put before the court to make sure that they saw that, in our view, that was an error, and we'll continue to stand up for those rights and work forward towards a resolution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.